Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to take a quick look at the Ubuntu Budgie 20.04 latest daily build. So we're currently installing it onto this laptop here. It was recommended by someone in my Discord channel, which you should all join by the way, but there seemed to be a bit of confusion of whether I use VMs for these videos or not. I don't. Everything you see on this channel going back the last few months is always going to be off bare metal. I don't use VMs for any of these videos because I don't think it gives a fair representation of the distribution you're using, and I don't actually think it requires a lot of effort to film yourself doing a VM. So once that's done, we'll be booting off disk and we'll have a little look around. Okay, we are now booted off disk. I won't spend too much time going through the applications here because we do that quite a bit, and we've had Ubuntu Budgie on the channel a few times in the past. So I don't think too much has changed there, but we'll have a quick flick through now. But I do like this new menu. It looks very much like the elementary menu. And then we can go back into that view there. Right, I'm going to leave it in the view there. The first thing I want to do though is I want to look at these new layouts. So let's see where that is. I did see an Ubuntu Budgie layout thing. Let me try and find that. I found it in the installer. Right, what we're going to do is click install now for this update. Install now. There we go. Okay, so I saw like a desktop layout switcher or something. There we go, look at this. Budgie themes and layouts. So this is the first thing we're going to have a look at. Budgie welcome screen's just opened up. This is not the best laptop we're doing it on, by the way. Nice. I'm going to full screen that. So it has a very nice, quick, easy theme switcher as well. Let's try that. So let's go for material. Let's try material. So we're going to install the theme. I don't know if that's going to work. Are we installing anything else? It might not work because of the update. We'll give it a go. Probably won't work while we're updating it, so we won't worry about that for now. Yeah, failed to install. It's just because we're updating at the same time, so it's locked. We'll wait until the update's finished. So before we do that, we'll have a look at the desktop layouts now. I love these desktop layouts everyone's doing. So with Budgie, if you've ever watched any of my other videos, I tend to... So this one here that's called the One, which looks quite Unity inspired to me. I tend to set up Budgie like that myself anyway. So I'd used to use the Budgie desktop applet, and then I'd do the panels myself, and it would tend to be just like that. So I can see it's got the global menu, etc. But we're going to go through it one by one. So we're on Ubuntu Budgie now, I'm going to assume, so we won't touch that. So let's look at classic Ubuntu Budgie. So let's apply this layout. Right, now what that's done is it's put it up to the top. It's changed the menu to the old menu that you'll be more familiar with, and you've still got a dock at the bottom here which looks to be plank. Yeah, we use this plank as your dock. Let's keep going for the next one. I don't think too much really has changed there, has it? Not that I can see. Right, Redmond. So this is meant to be like a Windowsy sort of thing. Let's apply Redmond. There we go, that's applied. So it's moved our bar to the bottom. Still got your pinned applications there, and then it uses the newer style menu of the categories there, and then obviously you can search for Firefox, and you could open up Firefox. Very nice and clean. It's also removed the desktop widgets as well. So beforehand we had a widget with the clock on, didn't we? So let's go back to the Budgie desktop switcher. Has it disappeared on us? Oh no, it's here somewhere, I think. Budgie welcome. There's two dots there. We've got two Budgie welcomes, have we? There we go. Right, so it comes up as Budgie welcome on the window title there. So that was Redmond. Let's have a look at traditional Budgie. So again, it's going to move our bar to the bottom, which is already at the bottom. It gives you the classic menu again. And do we have any desktop widgets with this one? It's also taken away some of the applets there. Let's have a look. We will restart later. Okay, I like this wallpaper as well. So that's the it's quite a sort of a traditional look there, nothing too crazy. Let's go back to the Budgie welcome that we was on. Is it this one? Nope. What I'm going to do is close this one, and then we won't get confused. Go away. Right. So that was traditional Budgie. Let's go to the One. So this actually, before I do the One, because that's the one I'll spend most time in, let's have a look at Cupertino, which is like a Mac sort of layout thing. Right, so it's moved our bar to the top. We have a global menu by the looks of it. Oh, I do love a global menu. I'm a sucker for a global menu. And then we have a plank again at the bottom here. And no more widgets. Applets seem quite sparse as well. Let's keep going. Right, this is the one that I'm most interested in because this is the sort of setup that I always have on Budgie. Oh, I like it already. Okay, so it's got dynamic panels out of the box, so if you full screen it you get to a solid colour. What's this here? What's this little clock? Oh, okay, so we've got some little applets here as well. So you've got your places stuff here. Here's your menu, I'm going to assume. I don't know if could you have put the menu up there and maybe move the global menu along a bit? I'm not too sure. I can't remember how I did it. Can't remember. You have a recycle bin here, is it? I think this is your recycling bin. Yep, this is your rubbish bin there. And obviously it's moved your sort of minimise, close and maximise to the top left. Not bad. Is that all of it? Yeah. Right, we're going to leave it on the one. I'm just going to call it the Unity layout. So Budgie version 0.11.1, Budgie desktop 10.5.1, Ubuntu Budgie 20.04 focal. What I'm going to do now is do a reboot because we did get a little update going. So I'm just going to pause the video and then we'll be back in a sort of freshly updated Budgie. Right, we are back. Now what I want to do is have a look at the Budgie welcome screen. So let's go like this and go to welcome and see if there's any additional applets there that we haven't had a look at as well. So I don't know if this is the same. Can you install your additional applets through here? Yes, Budgie applets. So we're going to have a look at the applets. So you have application launcher, auto switcher applet, brightness controller applet, clockwise, CPU frequency, countdown applet, drop down, find fast kangaroo. Quick and easy browsing across possibly many folder layouts without having to do a single mouse click. Let's have a look at that. Alright, let's install that one. Fuzzy clock applet. Not too worried about that. Global menu, which we've got at the moment. It's my favourite Budgie applet. Haste applet. Hot corners applets. I hate hot corners. I've never liked them. Network applet. Pixel saver applet. Hides the title bar from maximise windows and creates a new one inside the panel. See, that might be quite good for this layout if you can get it to go to the end here. So we're going to install this applet as well and see how that works. So that's a third-party repository for that one. We're going to click OK. Right, so you've got quick character, previews. I'm not too worried about the previews thing. Recently used, rubbish bin, screen rotation lock, screenshot applet. I quite like the screenshot applet, so we're going to grab that as well. System monitor, yep, let's grab that. Ooh, what one do I want? System monitor applet or this one? Customize the display, show frequency. Let's get both. So we failed an installation of the Pixel applet there. Probably because we're going a bit too crazy. Yeah, so we failed a load. Let's let some finish and then we'll do it again. Let's keep having a look anyway. So you've got a workspace stopwatch and then you've got workspace wallpaper applet. Show a different wallpaper on each workspace. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that either. So what we're going to do now is, so that's going to install that one. What one didn't it like to install? Let's go back up top. So it was this Pixel. Oh no, it says it's installed though. Let's have a look. Let's go on to our Budgie desktop applet settings now. So let's go to, oh hang on, so it's changed things now. So you've got an actual application that's just for applets. No, it's opened up. Right, okay. And if we go to Budgie desktop settings, there we go. Brilliant. Okay, so your default theme is Pocolo, DMZ white, notification position. Oh cool, so you can change the position of your notifications. Clicking that will then give you a nice dark theme in the settings. Very nice. Let me just see what the file browser looks like with that now. I like it. What icons are that? Oh, Pocolo, of course. That's not gone quite dark though, has it? Right, let's go back to just the normal theme. When enabled, the built-in theme will override the desktop component styling. Okay, right, we're going to go to top panel now, and then we're going to add some new widgets, applets, sorry. So let's add an applet. So we grabbed, what did we grab? Do we have to do a restart for them to be here? Hopefully not. I think we're going to have to do a quick restart for them to actually show. I mean, you could log in and log out, but I'm just going to do a straight reboot. Right, I'm going to reboot, and then we'll be back and we can have a look at those new applets. Okay, so they should all be in the actual applets and be able to actually select them now with the applets. Let's go to Budgie desktop settings, and let's also pin that to our panel. Let's click the little star. Right, so if we go back into top panel now, and then let's add those applets that we did just install. So Budgie Pixel Saver, let's have a look at this. Let's add that applet. Where's it gone? Is it there? So it's in the middle. So if we full screen, no. Okay. We'll leave that one for now. We'll have another look at that and see if we can get that to do what I thought it was going to do. We're also going to make our bars a lot smaller. We're going to bring that down. That's the left one, is it? Okay. We're going to bring that down to about 26, and we're going to go to the top panel and do the same thing. Wait, that was our top panel. It looked like the left was moving then. Right, let's go into settings. No, the left is 49, rather big. Let's bring that all the way down to about 36. Okay, that looks not too bad there. Right, let's have a look at the default settings there. So it's on dynamic. I'm going to remove the shadow. I don't like the shadow, so let's do the same for the top panel. I'm going to also remove that shadow if I can find it. Settings, shadow. So as you can see, you get more of a straight line and there's no sort of shadow there. I just prefer that. Right, let's go back into the top panel now and look at the applets again. So let's go to plus. So we added Budgie Pixel Saver. There's a global menu there. So it's already got the hot corners by default. Right, kangaroo. Let's have a look at kangaroo. So let's just try it with the keyboards. Let's go to documents. No? Let's go to snap. Okay, I'm going to see how this does it. Snap, Budgie. Oh, keyboard stop doing anything then. Anything? Nah. I'll have a bit more of a look at that. That could be quite useful though. We're going to leave it there and we'll have a look at it in a bit later. Let's add another applet and see what else we've got. What else did we add? You got the Raven trigger, which should be at your top right anyway. Okay, let's have a look at these system monitors. So we've got two system monitors, or yeah, they're both system monitors. Let's see what one looks the best. So there it is there, and let's add the other one. Let's go all the way down. Okay, which one is that? I think it's this one here. So let's add this one. There we go. And that just gives you the CPU, but if you go into the settings, you can show RAM as well. Show title, CPU RAM, update interval with 2 seconds. Which one do I prefer? Do we have settings on this one as well? Let's go into preferences, run on startup and advanced. Yeah, I'm going to keep this one. So what we're going to do is remove this one. See you later, mate. Oh, no, wrong one. See you later. And then we're going to grab this and we're going to bring it all the way down to about there. And we're going to move this little kangaroo thing as well. Okay, so this Budgie Pixel Saver, what's the whole thing here? Hide for unmaximized windows. So let's open up Firefox. Right, okay. I think I need to change the size of the panel there. It doesn't like how I've done it. But as you can see now, you've got that there. So I'm going to try and move that all the way to the left whilst also changing the size of the panels and see if we can get a more sort of clean look with it. So let's go on to Budgie Pixel Saver. Let's bring it all the way up beside the global menu. So just before the global menu will sort of be there. Let's go back onto Firefox. Okay, so it's where I want it to be. What we now need to do is see if we can mess around with these panels to get them to sort of not overlap with each other. So let's go into settings again. So I'm going to bring that all the way back up, and as I can already see, that's doing sort of something better there. So that's on 39. Can I get away with 38? So that's the top panel, and the left panel, I don't think it matters too much how big the left panel is, so I'm going to leave that for now. Brilliant, look at that. Is that overlapping a little bit? I'm not too sure. Let me just open that up again. I might have to just change it a little bit, but for now I'm not going to worry. So let's just quickly check what version of Firefox we're running. I'm going to assume we're on version 73.0 whatever. We are on 74, very nice. Okay, nice recent version of Firefox. Let's close that. Let's close tabs. So I'm just going to open up terminal and see if we have htop installed out of the box. We don't. So I'm just going to install htop. then we're going to see how much RAM we are using now. We'll get a fresh reading at boot, and then I'm just going to launch a few applications and see how it runs on this laptop, because this laptop isn't the best laptop. So we're using 800 megabytes at the moment, so let's keep this open and just open a load of stuff and see how quickly it launches and how crazy that RAM goes. So I'm going to pop it up there. So let's open up Firefox, and then we can also have a look at what it's installed with as we do this. So let's open up Libra. Let's go to Writer. Let's open up LibreOffice Writer, and then let's just have a little scroll through. Let's open up, what should we open? Let's open Cheese. Actually, no, I don't want to see how badly this webcam is on this computer. Let's open up Files, which is going to be Nautilus, I think. No, is that Nemo? What are we rocking here? Yep. So Nemo is your default file manager. Very nice clean look it's got as well. So let's keep going. I'm just going to minimize this. Nope. Okay. Right, so I'm going to minimize this so we can still see our RAM, our HTOP window. So we've now jumped up to 1.5. CPU utilization is anywhere between 5 and 10. Let's keep it going and see how crazy we can get before this laptop decides it's going to commit suicide. So let's open up a few more things. Gnome firmware, let's open up this. Ah, okay, this is new, I think. So it displays your drives here. Current version, internal device updatable. Internal device updatable, requires AC power, needs a reboot after installation, even has our touchpad here. Synaptics, and then you've got your GUIDs. Internal device has flags of updatable. And then this is the USB that I am using to... Oh no, that's a USB 2.0 port. It doesn't show the other ones. Okay, interesting. Right, let's keep going. So the RAM's still at 1.4, 1.3. So I'm going to open up Geary now. So Geary is your email client. So it's got Outlook there and the sort of preferences ready to go. I wonder if it has... I wonder if it will let you do your sort of whole Microsoft account with your notes and stuff. I'm not going to try that now. I'll try that off camera. So we're still at about 1.34 gig on the RAM. 1.34, sorry. So let's open up... So GFUM viewer is your image viewer. Let's grab that. Let's open up the software store as well. Let's go shopping. So does it have Flatpak installed out of the box? I saw something about Flatpak in a welcome screen. I know it will have Snap. No, let me just go to the welcome screen. RAM's at about 1.4 now. CPU's now starting to have a bit of a nightmare. So let's go on to install software. There we go. So it has a little sort of menu here where you can also enable Flatpak integration then. So let's click Flatpak apps. Oh, we're starting to lag now on this computer. So this will open you up to flathub.org. Hold on a minute. So do we have Flatpak installed or not? No. So let's just try something a minute. Let's go to install and see what this does. Open with software install. Failed to install file not supported. So what we're going to do is install Flatpak. I think what they should probably do is in that welcome screen make it so it sort of guides you into installing Flatpak as well. It might help a new user know what's going on there. Right, that's done. So let's go back into the Flatpak store. And then let's click install again. And while we're doing that, I'm going to have a look at what RAM we are now using. So it's made a swap file of 2 gig there as well. We're at 2 gig RAM usage out of 4, so it's going to start having some serious problems in a moment. Right, let's go on to FlatHub. What's it said there? Failed to install, not supported. Right, we're going to do a reboot because that will probably help us with that whole Flatpak thing. So let's go to reboot. And then I'm just going to pause the video and we'll be back in a moment. Right, we are back. So what we're going to do now is go back into the welcome screen. No, we don't need to do that. We're going to go straight into... Actually, no, we will go to the welcome screen. And we'll do the same steps that we just did. So here's the welcome screen. Let's go to install software. And let's go to Flatpak apps. And then that will open up the FlatHub website. We've already installed Flatpak, so it should now work. So if we click Spotify, click install. Now hopefully it will open it up in software, install software, and it will all be fine. Any moment now. CPU's at 34%. Still says file not supported. Okay, what we're going to do is add the FlatHub repository and everything else and see if we can get it to work that way. So let's go to FlatHub, quick setup, Ubuntu. Okay, install the software Flavour plugin. Right, let's grab this. Open up a terminal, Control-Shift-V, paste anyway. Right, we've got one error there. So what we're going to do is go to send. Right, I'm going to click Y on that. Let's let Apport do what it's doing up top right there. Right, let's now see if the Flatpaks are working how we think they should work. So let's go back to the Spotify Flatpak, click install, and now hopefully it will open up and install without an issue. It won't. How very strange. Right, I'm going to do one more reboot and see if that sort of gets it all working, and if not, we'll install it by command line. Oh, hold on. Here's the FlatHub repository as well. We didn't add that. So let's add that as well. Ugh. And then we'll do a restart. You always sort of have to do a restart when you're setting up Flatpaks, it seems, the first time. Okay, right, we're going to do a reboot. Last one of the video. I don't have my account details at the moment, so I can't do that, unfortunately. Right, we're going to do a reboot. Last one of the video, and then we'll get a final RAM reading, and then we'll wrap it up there. Right, we're just starting up now. Any moment, there we go. Right, let's go to the welcome screen once more and do the same steps that we did. So, install software, Flatpak apps. It'll open up the FlatHub store like it did before, and then we're going to try the exact same thing. So we're going to click Spotify now, and hopefully that will do what we want it to do. So open with software install. It will open up the software center in just a moment. It's faster on a better laptop. I wouldn't hold this as a thing against it. So we're getting some overlap with our panel there as well, so we might have to make our panel a different size. What's going on then? Where's has it opened it? No, let's just click it and see if it'll open it for us. There we go. So it's still saying files not supported. How very strange. Okay. Let's go and try and do it by the terminal then. So let's grab this command, go into our terminal. There we go, so it's found it in the terminal. Yes. So that's installing Spotify now. I'm just going to go into the quick setup again and see if there's just something we've not done. Let's go to quick setup, Ubuntu. Right, so we don't need to worry about that. Install the FlatHub. Yeah, we've done that. Yeah, we've done all of that. Not too sure why that's not working, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'm sure it'll work when it's all packaged up properly in the final release. So can I even search for Flatpaks on here? Let's have a look. Let's go back. Let's search Flatpak. There we go. So is this all Flatpaks then, I'm going to assume? A permissions manager for Flatpak. Let's have a look. And if we go into the source there we go. So it's got it all there. So I'm not quite sure what was going on with the software thing now. I've probably just done something stupid and missed a step or two. So if we search for Spotify now, let's click this one here and see if the source is FlatHub. No, so that's a Snap app. So I'm going to assume this is the Flatpak. Any moment now. Any moment now. There we go. So it's still saying install even though we have installed it, and as you can see there, FlatHub. So the old one-click install thing on the website is just having a bit of an issue. As I say, that might be something that I've done though. What's this then? So Right, okay. That'll open up the software store again then. Interesting. So I think when there's something sort of taking maybe processes or doing something, you get a little clock there maybe. That's quite interesting. Okay, final restart, RAM reading, and then we're going to wrap it up there. Right, let's open up a terminal, go to HDOP, bang. Right, we're using 780 megabytes RAM at boot. CPU utilization is what it should be, flickering between 1 and 4%. Nice. So it doesn't use too much RAM at boot either, which is all good, and this isn't even a minimal install. So for a daily build, this is brilliant. This is probably the one to watch, I think, out of all of the other Ubuntu flavours. It's probably my favourite. Trying to think which other ones you got. You got Ubuntu May, Ubuntu. Yeah, I think the Budgie one is probably my favourite flavour of Ubuntu, apart from just vanilla Ubuntu. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.